Hi, good afternoon, Facebook Live. This is the Art Hour. My name is Jody Bunting, and it is again our Arts and Crafts Hour Rainbow Edition. Now, yesterday, for those of you who were here on Facebook Live, we made this one. So this was a very quick and easy to make. It took us 20 minutes to make live yesterday, and that is a pull bow wreath. So we pulled those bows out and we tied them on to one of these, which is just a metal wreath frame. So that was the quick and easy one yesterday. I would recommend that for outdoors because it is quite shiny and obviously it's waterproof. So that is my favourite for outdoors. However, if you would like the luxurious version, then above my head, this is the material wreath. So as you can see, there's lots of different materials around, attached exactly the same to one of these. And today, we're going to be making it live here on Facebook. So over the next hour, you've got me for a whole hour, guys. We are going to be making one of these material wreaths. And I will be having a little chat, obviously. Going to be a lot of work. So hi Sue, hi Maggie, hi Vicky. Welcome to the live video. So let's get chopping. So to make these wreaths, obviously all you need is a base, a wreath circle, and then some materials. So I've got all my materials here. Now, obviously there's lots of different varieties. I've made a couple over the last few days, but this is the best thing that's working for me. So you don't need to be too anal about this. But basically, I'm just cutting the material along. Now, it's really important that you do have some really good quality scissors. These are material scissors from Aldi, $2.99. They're in at the moment. Hi Angela, hi Helen, Kappa. So what I'm doing is I just want 9 of these. Now, one of the wreaths behind me has been sold, so that's gone. You see how fast they're selling, guys? I can't even make a little video with you guys with what they look like. So obviously, I need to make another one because that's going to be sold in a few minutes as well. Right, so what I'm doing, I need 9 pieces of this. So I've got 3 so far. As I said, you don't need to worry too much about the sizing, as long as it's a big chunk, and that's it, okay? So my next one is going like that. Now, talking about the price of these, I was talking to Helen about this yesterday, and she thinks £20, £25 for these. But what I'd like you to do is tell me what you think they're worth.
Thank you, Anne.
Because what you're going to see over the next hour or so, you're going to see me how long it takes to make. So the other one was 20 minutes. This one is going to be an hour, maybe more than an hour. So as always with homemade things, the cost is always to do with, you know, how much time you took to make it. So if you can leave me a little comment at the end and tell me how much you think it's worth. Now, I'm looking for 9 pieces. I've got 8 there. This is the problem when you talk, when you're doing your arts and crafts. Right, so I now have 9 pieces of sheath ready to tie on. So as I said, I've got my wreath base. And what I'm going to do with this, okay, so I've got my sheet, and I'm obviously doing it widthways, and I'm just going to fold it once. Let me use my lap a minute. So I folded it once, and then I'm going to fold it back again. So it's like in a Z shape, but all squares together, okay? So then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use my mouth just to push it in the middle, and then bring it together, okay? So I folded it over twice, and then I folded it into like a hoop. You got me? And then what I'm going to do is get my wreath circle, pop it through, and then all I'm going to do is like knot it. So I'm then going to pull that through there, pull it together, and knot it through. And that is literally it, guys. Did you see how simple that was? So I just pushed it through, pulled it, and then it goes all like that. And that's literally what we're going to do for the next hour. So, again, just fold once, fold twice, pull it together. Now you can obviously pull it together however you like. The red in particular seems to be very soft. This is why I do need to use my mouth a little bit. And all I do is pull it through and just knot it on. Now what I'm going to do is use 9 pieces round that bit. Hi Anne Hunt, hi Sally Jane, hi Dawn, welcome to the live video. Welcome to the Arts and Craft Hour. We're making a rainbow wreath today. Now you can't actually see the rainbow wreath that we're making because it's just been sold. But basically it's similar to that one above me, but we're making the luxurious material version today. So again, just doing it into 3. Feel free to ask me any questions you have, guys. So what arts and crafts have you been making? Have you been colouring? Last week I was colouring lots of bunting for VE Day, which was very therapeutic. Right, next one. And just folding this lovely material is actually a really therapeutic thing as well. You can obviously make it however you like, to be honest. This is just something nice and easy that Helen come up with. And the good thing is that you don't have to be too precise as well. When I first made my one yesterday, I was folding it like exact. And Helen came in and did hers in a couple of seconds. So just goes to show it almost, the less perfect it is, the more like explosive it is with this material shooting out. You're starting to see what it's going to look like. So let's go for the next one. And even when I was cutting it, it doesn't even need to be that straight. You'll see when you see mine close up, it's not straight at all, in fact. Right, I've got 2 more red, and then we're going to move on to the orange section. Jane is here. Hi Jane. Have you done your Lose It with Jody Dance Fit workout? What are you up to? Which ones are you up to, Jane? And do you prefer the Slim Jody ones in pink from DW Fitness in Burton? Or do you prefer the ones in red, which were filmed at DW Fitness in Derby when I was a bit chunkier? For entertainment value, I actually find the Derby ones hilarious. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but my videos when I'm chunkier are quite amusing. Just to see the effort that I have to put in to move around. Right, so that is 9 pieces of material now tied on. So that's my first section done. Now the next colour in our rainbow is orange. So this is our orange colour. For those of you just joining us, I'm going to cut 9 pieces of this. Welcome Meg, hi. Jane and Meg are both here. Both aqua ladies from DW Fitness in Burton. So as I said, just 9 pieces of material is all we need. If anybody's got any non-arts and craft hour questions, feel free to ask. 1, 2, 3. This is where I always lose count straight away. So this is piece number 4. Now for those of you wondering what's on tomorrow's Arts and Crafts Hour, giving you a little clue over my shoulder here. So this is the original bow. I'm going to take you behind the scenes in the making of these little bows. For anybody who lives in Unsworth area of Bury in Manchester, you'll probably see these rainbow bows on every single street in the area. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I'm on 6, so I've got 3 more to go. Hi Bernadette. Hi Meg Lester. Oh, we've got all the Megs with us today. Right, so that is now 9 pieces of material. For those of you just joining us, I'm going to show you how to attach it. So I've got my piece of material. I'm going to fold it once, and then I'm going to fold it the other way twice. Then I'm going to fold it in half like this. Then I've got my ring. I'm going to push it through, put my finger through the hole, and then just pull that end of the material through and just like knot it on. That's it. It is as simple as that. I'm going to do another one there as well. The annoying thing with these ringers, there's 5 compartments in the ring, but we're doing 6 colours. So you just have to remember to squeeze a little bit more than 1 colour into that section. So I'm just going to add 2 orange to this section. And the good news is, when you get into the rhythm of this, you just start to do it automatically. So I've been watching TV all morning, and I've just made a couple of these one after the other, because your hands just get used to it. This is the good thing about arts and crafts, isn't it? Bev's here. Hi Bev, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the new video that was sent. I'll just try this on. And Bev has tagged Rosie Vickers, so that means Rosie will be joining us in a few minutes. Fiona's here. Hi Fiona. Now the reason that I haven't prepared this earlier is because I actually want you to see how long it takes to make something like this. And if you do want to make something like this, and obviously follow me, then you can do it all step by step. But this is the beauty about YouTube. You want to make anything or do anything, just search Google and you can normally find a video to show you what to do for everything. So I'm hoping I'm giving you a hand today if you want to go. Right, Rosie, oh my goodness, she's saying. Rosie, hi. I'm making a rainbow wreath, a luxury version with this material. Now I'm showing you exactly how I'm doing it. Let's follow the comments. Oh, Bev's saying that she loved her video. I'm glad you liked it. It did make us... I am quite amusing, but for me to be on a birthday cake, it's even better. Stacey's here. Hi, Stacey. Hi, Fiona. Rose is saying, have I left the village? Yes, Rosie. I've left the village. There was some circumstances that you are able to move around, and I've moved around to my friends in Manchester, in an urban place called Unsworth, near Bury, in outer Manchester. But the good news is, from tomorrow, if I wanted to come on a day trip here, I could anyway. Am I okay? Yes, I am okay. I'm fine, Rosie, don't worry. All is good. When there's a rainbow around, we are all good. Right, so I've got one more. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so one more. And then we've got 9 pieces of orange. So as I was saying yesterday, what do you need these for? Obviously, a lot of people are putting them outside, especially on a Thursday evening when they're celebrating. They're showing their gratitude for the NHS. But as I said yesterday, you could even use it for the coming Pride celebrations. Now, just as I was saying that yesterday, you may know that Manchester Pride happens in August every year. And yesterday afternoon, literally after I'd finished this video, they'd confirmed that they'd cancelled this year's event and it will be in 2021 instead. So I think maybe all the Pride celebrations for the rest of the year will definitely be off. So you're going to have to just save your NHS supportive material for 2021 Pride, everyone. So 4, 5. You could actually use any material. So if you have got any material lying around, you could just use that. And the best thing is, you know, Helen just thought of this as well, guys. So that's the best thing about these things. You know, whatever you've got lying around. One of my former Slim sisters, and she's doing this make, do, and mend. And again, just finding things around your house that you can make or mend. It's just a great thing to do during lockdown. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. I want one more. Gloria's here. Hi, Gloria. I can see that you've put a question on, Rosie. I'm just going to cut to my last section. Oh, Martin's here. Catherine was here yesterday. Martin Eldon's here with us today. Rosie, this year was going to be my first Pride too. Next year, Rosie. Not that we have a Hatton Pride, but... Right, so I'm tying my first yellow one on now. So for those of you just joining us, literally, I'm just scrunching it up and tying it on. Now, they naturally just pop out. Look, can you see how fluffy that is? And obviously I've just tied that, so it's quite tight, but it will naturally go fluffy as it just moves around. Denise is here. Hi, Denise. Oh, it's a Royal Albatross Moderna reunion. So for those of you who aren't not sure what I'm doing, I will just talk through when I do this next time. Rosie says, gonna go extra hard. I was meant to be going to Nottingham one. Oh. I'll just tell you something about the village. So the Hatton Carnival, which is my village, they were asking me last year if I could do a Pride float for the Hatton Carnival. So you might not even need to go to Nottingham Pride, Rosie. The Pride vehicle may be going through the village. And now I'm learning these arts and crafts, which would be very nice for a float. You never know. I might need your help, Rosie, to decorate the transportation. It's a shame I wasn't here on VE Day, because here in Bury, Helen was dressed up on the back of a tractor. They did a special VE Day float and drove around the area. And as you know, that's what a carnival's all about, just spreading the joy. Rose is saying, oh my god, yes, please, I'll be your hype. 2, 3. Right, guys, the connection went, but you're back again. So yes, I'd be happy for you to be my hype girl, Rosie. Jill, welcome to the live video. Jill, have you got anything up outside your house in the Northern Irish Republic? Lucy, welcome to the live video. Lucy, this is something Truman probably won't want to make, but Trinity would definitely like to make this, Lucy. So if you can get yourself some material and one of these Wreath cages, you could definitely make one of these wreaths. Now the one behind me is a plastic bow wreath. Today we're making the luxurious version. Now I did have one up there behind me, but we literally just sold it while we're live on air. So that's why it's not there. But don't worry, stick with me and you will be seeing exactly how it's made. And when I fold my next one, I'll talk you through it. Rosie's saying, yes, I'll get planning. Yes, Rosie, get planning. What would your perfect pride float thing be? Now, because I need to stick to my little schedule, I'm going to put another yellow there. So just keep checking how symmetrical it all is, because what you don't want to do is have to untie all these and start moving them around at the end. But you can see time-wise, how far are we into it? So we've been going about half an hour, and I'm about 1/3 of the way there. So I estimated it is going to be over an hour making this wreath. Right, so we're now halfway round the outer layer. The inner layer is not going to be as big, so obviously it's going to be faster. So we've got the red, the orange, the yellow. Now the next colour of the rainbow is green. So I've got my green material, and I now need to cut 9 pieces of the green material. Let's read the questions. Lucy said she will show Trinity. Great. She loves things like this. It's so easy as well, Lucy. She'll be quiet for an hour and a half. Rosie, I'll have to get myself a black goggles. Rosie, it's got to be pink or rainbow. Right, so what I'm doing, for those of you just joining us, I'm cutting now 9 pieces of material. You don't need to be too fussed about it being straight. Roughly the same size is fine. As you can see, I just have a little pull and then chop. The most important thing, as I've said before, is you have some really sharp scissors. Aldi had a great craft week, didn't they? You know, they have different themes of their special buys. They actually had crafts, arts and crafts, and these amazing fabric scissors were only $2.99. So, you know, scissors are useful for so many different things, aren't they? I would definitely recommend getting some of these. And they even do a pack in pink with different sizes. These are just standard large grey. I've lost count again. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 9. Rose is saying, I don't do pink, I'll go rainbow. You could always go black, and obviously we can add some rainbow material afterwards. That's the other. Because the good thing about the black base, as with the black blanket I've got on, obviously the colours then really stand out more. So for those of you who didn't see what I'm doing, I'm just folding it twice, not over the same, but in like as if it was a Z. Folding it in half, and then literally slipping that little knot bit through, putting my fingers through, and then pulling it together. I'm basically just knotting it on. Now don't worry about making sure they're all straight or stuff like that. Just get them on, because you can fluff them up and put them all into position later. The most important bit is just putting it together and getting them all on. Can you hear the birds? I can hear the birds twittering in the trees. Now obviously there is little areas that are mixed together. That's what you heard then, my material cracking. Lucy's saying, where can I get the material from? I just asked my glamorous assistant Anya, what is this material called? Is it called sheath or not? It's to be honest, Luce, you can actually use any material. Amazon you can buy it. What's it called, this material?
What's it called? Organza roll.
Organza?
Yeah.
Is she joking? Organza roll you want to be searching on Amazon. And what would the ring be? Just a wreath ring?
Mm-hmm.
Metal wreath ring is the description you need to put into Amazon. As I said earlier, if you would like to buy one of these from me, for those who are local to myself in D65 or local to Unsworth in Manchester, you can come and get one tonight from Unsworth here in the outside of Manchester. If you'd like one from my local area, then next week I'll be back. Now price wise, we had a little chat about this earlier for those of you who are joining us. Helen thinks about £25. However, I would like you to reserve your judgment, guys. What I'd like to do is see how much effort it takes me to make these, and then think about the cost. Because those are the ones yesterday, took me about 20 minutes. This one's going to take me about an hour and a half. And I think it's nice, you know, when people say to you on eBay and stuff, give me what you think it's worth. So if you would like to throw a price out at me at the end of this making session, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Right, so I'm just putting it all together. Right, so remember what I said, I added 2 orange to that one, 4 yellow to that one, now I'm adding 6 green to that one. So you see I'm getting quite methodical in my way of learning it, working it. Hi Laura, welcome to the live video. Rose is saying she'd pay £25. Well, that's nice to hear, Rosie, thank you. And you're welcome, Lucy. Rosie Organza Tule. Or Tule, yeah. Anything like that. Do you know what I'd really like to see? You know that glitter material you can get? I'd actually like to make one with that, but obviously it'd have to be quite thin. But any material, especially if you've got it lying around, not that many people do have the full colour of the rainbow just lying around, unless you were preparing something for Pride. Right, so we've nearly finished the green, just one more to finish off for the green. Now, although we call it material, this is obviously plastic. So if you were to leave it outside and it did rain or something, then it wouldn't be too damaging. The problem is it just wouldn't be as fluffy, would it? That would be the slight issue. So if you do want it full fluff, I would keep it out. Now, this is the slight issue. Now, this blue one is a slightly different make, and it's a bit more plasticky, and it doesn't quite fluff up as the others. Right, Rosie, gotta shoot. My kids are being absolute tears. We'll come back later to see it finish. Take care. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Yes, as I said, I'll be here for quite a while, so feel free to pop in and pop back out again. I'm just going to concentrate a minute and cut this. Obviously, if you are leaving children alone to make this, I wouldn't recommend that, especially when the big scissors are out. Or what you could do, obviously, is cut all this up ready for your child and just then leave them to it, because there's not much of a risk on the rest of this stuff. And obviously you don't actually have to make a rainbow one. You could make any colour you like if your child has got a certain themed colour. Those of you who've been following my Instagram stories, I've been helping Helen with some balloon stickers. So I was doing Manchester United, Fortnite with the llama, and I was also doing Paw Patrol as well. I was doing some great stickers this morning for the balloons. Right, let's count that, because as always I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. So we've got our 9 bits of material. I'm going to move that up there. You can actually hardly see that blue one. Almost looks fluorescent though, doesn't it? So as I said, fold it once, fold it twice, fold it in half, thread it through, and then just pull it through the hole and just tie wrap it up. Now you can see straight away the difference, look. So try and get the same material, because that green is more flowing and fluffy. The blue is quite straight, so you need to manually fluff that up later. Hi Michael, welcome to the live video. Today we're doing a material wreath. For those of you who saw the video yesterday, you could see yesterday it was almost just like a little jigsaw putting it together. There wasn't much technique in that one. But because literally on this one, you've got 100 manual bows that you're, not bows, but 100 manual ties that you're tying on. It does take a little bit more time. As we all know at the moment, we've got all the time in the world, so it's actually a nice, relaxing, therapeutic thing to do. And especially these material ones, you know, this is going to last years. If you wanted to have it as a grand piece, a masterpiece to your style, then I'll definitely recommend that. Hi Val, welcome to the live video. So I'm just tying on our pieces. Tomorrow, by the way, we're making one of these bows next to me. They're kind of easy to make, as in it takes just not much time, but there's a lot more skill going into making those bows. So I'll show you how to make one of those bows. Now the strange thing is these are pre-made pull bows, and this is a bow made by hand. So we'll be showing you that tomorrow. You see what I mean about the material, look? See, that's like straight, and that one's all fluffy. I will fluff them up manually, so don't worry too much about that at the moment. how are we all feeling today? As I said, it is a bit of a general chit chat as well. So if you've got any questions you want to ask or comments to leave, feel free. I'm certainly in no rush, guys. As I said, I'll be live at least for the next half hour, finishing off this material wreath. Sounded like a really fake cough then, didn't it? I was just trying to quieten it down. Right, so again, I'll go through the technique, exactly what I'm doing here to just tie these on. Basically a slip knot, I think, is the technical term for the knot. But all I've got is my piece of material. I'm folding it 3 times, so fold it forwards and then fold it backwards. And then fold that in half. Pull it through. Okay, you're making a little hoop. And then hoop it through your hoop. Hoop it through the hoop. And then just tie knot. Obviously, the fuller the hoop gets, you do have to be careful that it doesn't go over the other one. There we go. Right, I've got one more blue to do, and then we're going to finish off with the purple, and then we finish the outer ring. Now, for those of you thinking, oh God, he's only halfway there, the inner ring is obviously smaller, therefore we need less pieces. So we're almost 2/3 of the way through, guys. Hi Terry, welcome to the live video. Hi Sam, hi Emma, welcome to the live video. Right, so we're now going to move on to the last colour, which is purple. So this is my purple roll. Get me scissors. So I'm now going to cut my 9 pieces of purple roll. Now this is the softest material of them all. The softer the material, the actual more tricky it is to cut. As I said, you don't need to worry too much about it being perfect. But some of these lovely specialist fabric material scissors certainly does make your life a lot easier. For those of you wondering about my shirt, it is one of the flamingo shirts. So little pink flamingos on my shirt from Primark. Anyone else looking forward to Primark opening? There's going to, Helen's so excited. There's going to be such a massive sale, isn't there? Because obviously they've got literally, because they're always a season in advance. So by the time they open in midsummer, they'll actually need to get rid of the end of the spring stuff and all the summer stuff ready for the autumn stuff coming in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to cut 2 more pieces. So I should imagine there's going to be some massive sales in Primark because they want to get rid of all the stuff. Who's looking forward to Wednesday, tomorrow, when you're allowed to, for those of you living in Derbyshire, looking forward to going to the Tissington Trail, all those lovely beauty spots that you can go to do your exercise. I know for sure my mum will be excited to go to Carsington Water, all those sorts of places, and have a picnic. Hi Kelly, hi Priya, welcome to the live video. You join me today where I'm making a material bow. So this is a bow wreath, and I'll explain exactly again how I'm tying this on. But basically, I just get a piece of material, fold it once, fold it the other way twice, fold it in half, and then thread that loop through my wreath, pull those ends through, and then just pull that tight. So really simple, really easy way of getting it together. As I've said earlier, if you have any material left over, you could use that. Even if you have an old wreath that you don't really like, you could obviously pull all the stuff off it and use that ring. You don't need to buy a new ring if you've already got a wreath ring. For those of you who get wreaths for graveyards, stuff like that, imagine how cool the graveyard would look with one of these rainbow wreaths on. We like to bring light and colour into the dark places, guys. Which is why, of course, the NHS has borrowed the rainbow logo from the LGBT movement, because certainly the NHS needs a little bit of light right now. Right, let's go with the next one. As I said yesterday, if you're wondering where I am, at my friend Helen's house, where I've moved in, and she's a balloon extraordinaire. So the noises you can hear are balloons being made in the other room. She's also turned into a bow extraordinaire. This is why you can see this bow next to me, which we're going to be making tomorrow. Annie Mills is here. She's saying hi from the kitchen. So she is in the workshop in the kitchen next door, where you can hear those noises.
What's the delay on that? I just heard you say that.
That is the voice of Helen Coverdale, renowned through Unsworth and beyond. Welcome, Linda C. Hi, Jane's here. Hi, Jane F. Welcome to the live video. Right, I've got one more piece to do on my purple, and then we've finished the outer circle. Let's just turn this on, and then I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see the full effect. Now this purple material is so soft, and it's really almost like floats into place. Okay, so we now have the outer layer finished. Obviously we need to do the inner layer finished. I'm just going to point them all to the outside just so you can start to see the shape, okay? And obviously we're going to put them in the right direction at the end. But for now, that's the outer layer done, and now we're going to move on to the inner layer. So what I've done is use 9 pieces on the outer, and I'm going to use 6 pieces on the inner. So for those of you just joining me, we're going to go again on the red. So actually, no, we'll do it the other way around. We'll go purple again, and we'll make it in reverse this time. So I need 6 pieces of purple. So just get my scissors, a rough amount, it doesn't need to be straight, and I just want to cut 6 pieces of this purple material. Three, 4, 5, 6. So I get my piece of material, I fold it once forwards, I fold it once backwards the other way, and then I fold it in half, so you've got like a loop. Now it does get a little bit trickier. Now we're going into the middle loop, but basically hook that loop through. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm hooking that loop through. I've got it there, look, with my finger. And then I'm going to bring the other bit round, put it through the hole, and pull it. So I'm literally just tying it on in a slip knot style. So that's my first one on the inner loop. Hi to my Auntie Yvonne. I spoke to my mum earlier. She did tell me that you were worried after the comments she read on Facebook. Don't worry, everything's fine. We're all happy in the household. So again, we're just back to this hooking it through, looping it through. As I said, once you get the hang of it with your fingers, you can actually do it without really looking. It's just getting into that momentum. What are we all doing today? Are we planning what we're going to do tomorrow when you have freedom to exercise 24 hours from tomorrow? You know very well that there is going to be some people there that are going to be like, right, I'm doing a marathon tomorrow. Because you can. So if you ever dreamed of doing a marathon while you've been on lockdown, feel free. Fill your boots tomorrow. Obviously, try not to have a heart attack or a stroke. Oh, Michelle's here. Hi, Michelle. I'll tell my fact about Michelle, shall I? I was reading the other day about the opening of KFC. They were opening like 15 branches. And like literally 3 or 4 branches were in Luton, Michelle. Why do the people of Luton love their KFC so much?
Is Michelle there?
Yes, Michelle's here.
So
Michelle.
does she know the answer to that?
Michelle, could you tell us? Because me and Helen have been thinking about this.
Is it because it's Ramadan?
Is it because
eat chicken at night?
Yeah, is it because it's Ramadan and a lot of Muslim people want to eat a lot of KFC at night? Is that the real reason, Michelle? Welcome, Maureen, to our live video. For those of you who missed what we just said, KFC reopened like 15 branches, and 3 of those branches across the whole of the UK were in Luton. And we were wondering why the people of Luton love their KFC so much. Maybe Dixie Chicken doesn't have any branches in Luton. Maybe the KFC have got a monopoly in Luton. There's obviously some reason why. Maybe the Colonel loves Luton for some reason. It's definitely not because of the airport, because the airport's not running, is it? Or not running very often.
Michelle did see planes the other night above her house.
Oh yeah, there is a few, isn't there? I've seen quite a few at East Midlands near me. Gerard, welcome to the live video. Hi. For those of you just joining us, I'm making this material wreath today. Now, if you've just been watching something action-packed, thrilling on TV, the pace of this video is very slow today. It's more of a calming video, therapeutic. See it as that, guys. Hi, Sarah. Welcome to our live video. So yesterday, in the Arts and Crafts Hour, we made this pull bow wreath, is the official name. Hi, Raj. Welcome. Today we're making the upgraded and more luxurious version. Now Helen's here at the moment, so we'll just run this past her. We were talking about prices, Helen, for this wreath.
Okay.
And what I suggested to the viewers is that I wanted them to see the effort that went into it.
Right.
And they suggested payment on the effort that went into it.
Piecework.
Because this is real, or just the effort they think I put into it, the sweat and pain and joy they've seen me.
Well, the heating's on and you've got a blanket on, so there's a lot of sweating going on. So have they give you the prices yet?
Somebody suggested £25 straight away, just by looking at it.
Okay.
She said I'd pay $25 for that. My PayPal account is paypal.me/Jody Bunting.
Michelle's probably looking at the mess you're making and thinking, I need to get up there and clean. I need to clean that house.
Yes, for those of you who are slightly OCD on cleaning, a balloon and bow production warehouse is probably not the place to be, because there is sometimes quite a lot of mess. However, compared to cutting and stuff, this one's a lot easier on the eye to deal with. Now, as I said, you can notice straight away the difference between the purple material and the blue. So the blue one is a bit harder, a little bit more firm material. But as I said, we'll manually puff that up later on. Right, we're going back through, we're doing the reverse rainbow. So my next colour is the green. And I need 6 pieces of this green.
I'll go back to work.
Right, Helen's break is finished. She's back to the balloon workshop, which is the kitchen. I'm in the living room. It's going a bit dull actually, isn't it? It's been lovely and sunny all day here in the conservatory. A little bit of rain up here in Manchester earlier, but this afternoon has been quite nice. And as I said, remember yesterday, guys, I know a lot of you were trying to lose weight or just stop eating. And this is the best thing that I found about these arts and crafts. As this hour and a half on Facebook, you will see, will just disappear so quick. You know, colouring in, doing anything creative, arty, just take time. Your brain's not thinking about anything in particular. It's just a nice way to pass the day, isn't it? Right, so I've got my sheet. I'm folding it once, I'm folding it the other way twice, I'm folding it in half, then I'm going to thread that bow through my metal, and then I'm literally going to tie knot that through the hole, pull it. Now, because these are metal holes, there is some little snag bits. What I'm going to do is, I'll do the next one close up so you can see exactly. Okay, so I've got my piece of material. I'm folding it once. I'm folding it the other way twice, and then I need to get the ends together. So I just use my chin. Bring the ends together, so I've got like a bow. And then on my frame, I'm just going to pop that through the frame. Put my finger through. And then the other end, I just hold that and pull. So I hope you got that, guys. So I'm literally just tie knotting it on. However you want to attach it, to be honest with you, but just that way seems to be the fastest way, just to knot these on. Hi Jane, welcome to the live video. Belated happy birthday to Jane. I'm so pleased that there was no bars or clubs open for your birthday, Jane. Because that means this year you didn't end up in A&E. You see, I can always bring a positive out of these situations. You've survived your birthday with all your bones and limbs intact. If that's not a positive, then I don't know what is. As I said, once you get into the groove, you don't even need to look what you're doing. You can watch TV, watch your film. Just get this done. I'm just going to have a little check to make sure we're all symmetrical. Might just put another green this side. For those of you thinking, oh, it looks a bit all over the place, at the end, all you do is face them all the same direction, and then suddenly it looks so professional and so amazing. I think this is why it's so great, because when you're putting it together, you're like, really? Is this going to look good? And then you turn them all the same way at the end, and you think, wow. It's a little bit like the bow one above, actually. When you first start tying those on, you're like, how is it all going to stay together? And then you just realise when it's all tight and it's all together, actually, it looks bloody amazing. Right, guys, we're nearly done. We've just got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange, and a little bit of red, and then the finished product is ready to be revealed. So, 6 pieces of the yellow material. For those of you thinking about making one of these, if you read the comments in this video, you'll see the name of this material. And the ring on Amazon is just called a wreath making ring. For those of you who tried to order something on Amazon at the start of the pandemic, you know that there was like a month waiting list for non-urgent things. And it actually put me off ordering anything from Amazon for weeks and weeks. And the mum wanted a new frying pan because she burnt something in her old one. So I went there on Sunday to order a frying pan, and I thought, you know, it might be a couple of weeks. They might have caught up by now a little bit. It came the next day. So for those of you that are used to ordering on Amazon and getting things really quick, it looks like their normal service has resumed. And my mum is not even on Prime or anything. This is just standard free delivery next day. So it looks like their systems are all back to normal. Right, so let's get the first yellow one on. That one didn't go correctly. As I said, when you start running out of room, you can't see, so you just have to be a bit more precise with your handling. If anybody's made anything like this before and you've got any hacks how to make this quicker and easier, feel free to share them with me. Because obviously if you were to make it on an industrial level, there must be a way that you could thread all the material through and just cut it all off. But on an arts and craft point of view, obviously just nice to slowly cut it, slowly tie them all on. And you really get that feel of accomplishment at the end as well. The fact that you know you've actually manually tied all this together yourself. 1, 2, 3. Have I dropped a yellow? Have I only cut 5? I think I've only cut 5. Right, let's cut another yellow. The sun's coming back out, guys. That's good, isn't it? Thank you for the like. If you're just joining us, as I said, feel free to send us some love, press that heart button, or leave us a comment. can answer any questions. I know that it's 5 o'clock and the briefing will be on right now. This is where our viewers have maybe gone. Some of our viewers right now. I'm sure there's nothing exciting. Probably a little bit more clarification on what's already been announced. I see a lot of industry bodies for the fitness industry. The first announcement this morning was personal trainers can meet up with their clients and exercise one-to-one in parks. And then shortly afterwards they said yes, they can do this, but only once a day with one client. So if you are furloughed, stay furloughed. I could see all these people getting ready to personal train. Obviously you could just lie to the police and they wouldn't know, would they, whether you've done one person. But again, it's almost every single bit of guidance. You add it into your routine and think you could do something with it. Then when you see the details, you think, no, it's not going to work. Right, we're now moving on to Orange. Kay's here. Hi, Kay. Welcome to the live video. I'm glad you've chosen me over Boris, Kay. That's all I can say. Or maybe you're watching me whilst doing Boris at the same time. So, Kay, the good news is that Lucy has watched this video and is going to get some material and get Trinity making one of these because it's really simple and easy to make. Helen just said she's going to be hoovering next door. Michelle would be very pleased if you're still listening, Michelle, who is our viewer that is worried about the uncleanliness of the arts and crafts environment. Right, so I'm cutting 6 pieces. Kay's saying how much are they? Right, Kay, we're doing an experimental pricing actually. So the initial price is £20 to £25. However, what I suggested to our viewers earlier was to either make it yourself, which is more fun, but also I would suggest to pay what you think it's worth. And obviously I've been making this video now for over an hour. I think they are worth £25, £30, because as you can see, it's got a good load of work goes into it. And you're going to see when I puff it up in a minute actually how amazing it looks as well. If you think the material one above me looks good, this one looks 10 times better.
The bow one.
The bow one, yes. Why did I say the material one as well? You can hear the Hoover in the background. Sorry, I just pushed the tripod. Tomorrow, by the way, guys, we're going to be making these. So these are the big deal. The reason that we're making them tomorrow, because tomorrow is, of course, Wednesday, the day before the big Thursday clap for carers, where lots of people will be rushing to get one of these. So if you do have any, you just happen to have some thick bow tape, not bow tape, bow ribbon. It's called ribbon, isn't it? If you do happen to have some rainbow coloured ribbon in your house, and you could follow along tomorrow how to make a bow. Now the sun shines out. I'm actually getting quite warm now. We are so close to finishing now, guys. So the last section I've got to do is red, and then we're all done. And as I said earlier, do you get that lovely feeling of achievement, knowing that you manually not only cut them, but tied them, fluffed them up, Helen is hoovering next door, the room next door, for those of you wondering what that noise is. It's not my stomach. Oh, I forgot to have a drink. It's been over an hour. I've got my time for one more cuppa before I go. Biscuit? No, is the answer to that. Just got some hot water, which is now cold. Also got a bit of sparkling water. As you know, I love a bit of water, me. I like to have a little bit of sparkling, a little bit of hot water nearby, also a little bit of cold water. It's a great way to get the water down you, just to have every different option of water and just have a swig now and again. Right, so last bit, guys, you're with me for the last section. So I'm going to cut 6 pieces of this material. So 1.
Why did you go backwards on the last one?
Huh?
Did you go backwards?
Yeah. Now, if you're wondering what that voice was it the voice of God coming down from the sky? No, it was Anya, guys, who is our lovely, glamorous assistant, who is a little bit camera shy when it comes to live broadcasts. However, she's not so shy on TikTok. What's your username, Anya Mills, on TikTok?
I don't post anything.
Oh, she doesn't post anything. If you'd like to see her producer skills, though, her director skills, then visit my TikTok, which is tiktok.com/@ Jody Bunting, and you'll see some of the productions that she helped me make the other night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's it. No more cutting. I'll just say as well, these Aldi scissors have been cutting so much they've actually got a little bit loose. So I'm just manually tightening that up. Right, so we're almost done. We're going to tie on our last red bits, and then we're going to fluff it up, and we're all done, guys. For those of you watching this on catch up, remember, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Jody Bunting. Click on the subscribe button, and then you can watch from yesterday when I made this ribbon wreath behind me. Now that one took about 20 minutes. It would take you less than 20 minutes, because what we used is pre-prepared bows. So it's got bows on there that you literally just pop up, you just pull to erect them. And obviously then you just tied them to the same frame. So that whole thing can be ready in minutes. Hi Hannah, welcome to the live video. Right, just a few more to go, guys. And then I'll be showing you the full effect. Now, because we're getting to the last little section, what I will do is show you the close-up technique, how to do this. What? Helen is hoovering. Helen, also known as a balloon woman, also known as bow lady, also known as, on Friday, the Queen. The Queen of Unsworth, that's what she was on Friday on the V-Day celebration. I mentioned this earlier. Helen was on the back of a tractor with the royal wave and a large gin going around the streets of Unsworth. I'm wishing all the local people happy V-Day, enjoying their celebration. Right, so I'm going to do the last one, guys. So I'm going to show you close up, because it's going to be my last opportunity on sharing you some skills on this Tuesday afternoon. So all I've done is cut a piece of material. Don't have to worry about it being too straight or anything like that. I've just got this one caught up with my last one. As I said earlier, when you get near the end here, it just does get a little bit tricky because you've got less room to manoeuvre. Let's just get that tied on and then I'll show you the technique from the beginning. Right, this is the last one, guys. I'm excited. I really am excited because it's woohoo, we're done. Right, so I've got my piece of material. I folded it once. I folded it backwards twice. Okay, and then I've done it in half. Put my finger through. So basically, I've got a hole, and then thread that whole bit through your metal wreath, and then once you've got the hole, put the ends through and just pull it and make it into a knot. Right, so what we're going to do now, we are finished, guys. So just position all your knots so they're pointing forwards. As I said, I need to manually puff up the blue ones so they are as puffy as all the other colours. But you can see your way because I'm turning them all your way. The fact that it is starting to now look amazing, isn't it? Look how puffy and lovely that looks. Now the inner ones push the outer ones, so you have to keep adjusting it. But you can see straight away from what at the beginning looked like, what the hell is he doing? To now, you're actually starting to see something amazing. So, right, that's it, guys. Wow, isn't that amazing? I just love these so much. As you can see, it's taken me about an hour and 15 minutes to make that. But that was just so nice to do. It looks amazing. So imagine hanging that on your front door or internal door. Wouldn't you feel proud of the Pride rainbow? Or the NHS rainbow, guys, whatever it is for you. My name has been Jody Bunting. I'm here in Bury. If you'd like to buy one of these, they are £20. You can pop round today to get one. Or in Derby, if you'd like anybody locally would like one of these, they're £20, and I'll be bringing some back to Derby next week. So just let me know, and then I will arrange that for you. Tomorrow on my craft hour, it will be less than an hour tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be making one of these original bows. So this is just a nice, quick, simple bow. So if you want to join me tomorrow, just get yourself some rainbow ribbons if you've got some. If not, I'll be showing you how to make these tomorrow so you could make them in the future. Right, guys, thank you again so much for joining me. As I said, if you want to watch this video again, go to youtube.com/Jody Bunting and you can watch it there. Remember to subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. If you've got a question for me now, just write it on and then I will reply to you. As I said, thank you for joining me. My name has been Jody Bunting and this is my material rainbow wreath. Bye bye.